What's going on, guys? Liffy Zombies here, back with another Pogo video, and in today's video, guys, we are talking about the new anniversary poster that Pogo did post on their Twitter. Now, do remember, these anniversary posters get posted every single year. It features a lot of awesome Pokemon, such as unreleased Pokemon, but of course, some of them are already in the game. Just a bunch of cool Pokemon featured for an anniversary type of poster. Now, if you guys want to look at the poster from last year, let's do that first, and we'll compare it to this year's 7th anniversary poster. So this is the 6th anniversary poster right here. So this was posted, of course, back in like 2022, I think in the month of July, of course, probably the first week of July this was posted. And these are all of the Pokemon that are on the posters. So some of these were already in the game, such as the Mega Evolutions of the Gen 1 starters. Slowpoke, of course. Shaman came out like a month before at the first Go Fest. The Gen 7 starters were already in the game here too. They are posted on this poster too. You got the Mega Eon Duo, which was released about 2 months before this poster was uploaded on Twitter. Cyndaquil's on here. So again, a lot of released Pokemon were already on this poster, but there were a few unreleased Pokemon on this poster that got released soon after the poster was tweeted out. Such as, one example is Charjabug, I think got released in August, so a month after this poster got uploaded, Charjabug made its debut in the game. And also another unreleased Pokemon on this picture was Cosmog. That was one of the bigger ones here featured, which I believe came out about 2 months after the poster, because it debuted for September 1st when the Season of Light started in the game. So again, some of these unreleased Pokemon featured on the poster do release pretty soon after it gets uploaded. So yeah, Charjabug, Cosmog, Vivian got released in December of 2022, so about 5 months after the poster was uploaded. But another good one, another good unreleased Pokemon at the time when this poster was uploaded, just recently got released in the game, and you guys probably see it by Candela, Turtonator. Yeah, this again was posted in July of 2022, and we just got Turtonator for the Dark Flames event, which was like last week. So again, all the unreleased Pokemon on the poster doesn't necessarily mean it's coming very, very soon. But again, we just got Turtonator a year later, so that's pretty crazy that that was teased on this poster. So yeah, took them a year after uploading this to drop Turtonator in the game. Again, pretty crazy there. But also, I think the other unreleased Pokemon that still isn't even in the game that was featured on this poster was the Dusk form Lycanroc. We are still missing that in the game, but everything else I do believe we have in the game that was featured on this poster. Now, let's talk about the 7th anniversary poster, which I think is a lot better than the previous year's poster, and this is it right here. I mean, it's pretty crazy. There's a lot of unreleased Pokemon on this poster, and I'm going to talk about when we could potentially see these Pokemon. But some of these we know when they're dropping, such as the brand new costumed Sleepy Snorlax. That should be dropping later on this month if you guys pre-order the Pokemon Plus device. So yeah, if you guys do pre-order that, you will get a special research inside, probably a code that you guys can redeem to get that costume Snorlax, so that will be dropping soon. Of course, we have some released Pokemon on this poster. Not everything is unreleased. We have the Murkrow, of course, and the Honchkrow. We have Pikachu, we have Zorua, but 2 Pokemon to the left, well, actually 3 Pokemon to the left of Zorua, we do not have Mimikyu, Paldea Wooper, and Hisui Gudra. So, I forgot to mention, the 6th anniversary poster did feature Mimikyu as well, but we are still missing it. But I'm pretty sure this year's Halloween event, we should be getting Mimikyu. I'm certain we should be getting it, guys, so stay tuned for the month of October. I think Mimikyu will for sure be dropping this Halloween event, so look out for that. That should be a lot of fun. Now, with Hisui Gudra, there is also another Hisui Pokemon on here that we don't have in the game, Hisui Lilligant, which is on top of Corviknight right there. So 2 unreleased Hisui Pokemon on the poster. We have been getting a lot of Hisui raid days, so I'm sure that these 2 will be getting Hisui raid days too. Probably next season, we might get both in a different type of raid day event, so stay tuned for that. Our last Hisui Raid Day event was for Cleaver, and that was in the last season. That was our last Hisui Raid Day, so I'm sure these two are going to get Raid Days too sometime soon in the future, possibly again next season. Now, let's talk about some Paldea Pokemon here. We, of course, have the Paldea Wooper, which I'm a big fan of, and we, of course, have the Paldean starters on here. Not the Gen 8 starters, which is kind of weird and kind of confusing because those were not on the 6th anniversary poster either, but the Gen 9 starters are on this one, so could they be coming out this year? Maybe. I mean, there is a big DLC drop for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet happening later this year. The first DLC comes out in October, I believe, and the second DLC comes out in December. So there could be a DLC celebration in Pogo that drops some Paldea Pokemon. I'm sure that's when Paldea Wooper is going to come out, and possibly the Paldean starters, which would be crazy. I would be very hyped if those do come out later this year in the game. That would be epic. That would be awesome. So hopefully that's what happens. Now, in terms of Megas on this poster, we have two Megas. We have Mega Tyranitar, Mega Rayquaza. Mega Tyranitar drops in about a little over 2 weeks, I think around July 25th. We get Mega Tyranitar. Mega Rayquaza is making its debut at Go Fest. First, of course, the in-person Go Fest events, and then the global Go Fest will feature Mega Rayquaza too. So we know when those two are dropping. Now let's focus on Galar Pokemon, because we do have some unreleased Galar Pokemon on here, such as Patina right there, which is right next to Golden Go. We have Alchemy on here, two different forms of Alchemy on here. And the last Galar Pokemon is Corviknight, which is on this poster as well. So I would assume that we should be getting some Galar Pokemon later on this year, because we don't have too many of them in the game right now. And pretty much every year we do get some new releases from the next upcoming generation of Pokemon. So I would expect some Galar Pokemon to get released in the game sometime later this year. Possibly next season might be the season of Galar and they drop a bunch of Galar Pokemon. It is very possible, but time will tell. We'll see, but I do expect some Galar Pokemon to be dropped in the game pretty dang soon. And now there's only two other unreleased Pokemon on the poster that we have to talk about. First one, you guys probably see it by the Paldean starters. We are talking about Zygarde. That is the 10% form of Zygarde. Do remember, Zygarde does have a lot of different forms. The core form, 10% form, 50% form, and 100% form, otherwise known as the perfect form of Zygarde. We are still missing every single form of Zygarde in the game, but we of course do have Xerneas and Yveltal, but we are still missing the Pokemon Zygarde. So when could we see Zygarde? I have two possible predictions for Zygarde in the game. First one is possibly the Catching Z's event could feature it, since Zygarde does start with the letter Z. Possibly, it's kind of a stretch here. I feel like this event just might feature Sleepy Snorlax and the release of Kamala, but again, it is worthy of noting that it does start with the letter Z, so possibly there. Or, of course, there is a mysterious raid boss in the month of August, from August 16th to the 23rd. Maybe this is a week-long feature of Zygarde and 5-star raids. It's very, very possible. So those are my only two predictions for the release of Zygarde, if it is dropping anytime soon in the game. Again, it could be like a year from now, like Turtonator. Who knows? But those are my two predictions for Zygarde. Now, the other unreleased Pokemon on here is the Ultra Beast Pokemon, and that is Naganadel, as you guys see at the top of the poster. Yes, it is another Ultra Beast Pokemon that we do not have in the game. Maybe that could also be the mysterious raid boss from August 16th to the 23rd. Or maybe at some point next season, they drop Zygarde and 5-star raids. Who knows? But yeah, that pretty much summarizes all of the unreleased Pokemon on the poster. Those are my best predictions. And again, I didn't talk about Diancie because I figured you guys would know that Diancie, yes, is dropping for the Go Fest this year, which is of course happening next month. That's when we get Diancie. Carbink's already in the game because we had that time research if you guys bought your global Go Fest ticket. So yeah, those are already in the game. So that pretty much summarizes, again, all of the unreleased Pokemon on the poster that could potentially be dropping in the game pretty soon. Because do you remember last year on the poster, some of those Pokemon came out a month or two after the poster was uploaded, so that could happen here too for some of these Galar Pokemon or Paldea Pokemon. Something to look out for. So yeah, guys, comment below from the picture, what Pokemon are you most excited to see get released in the game? Let me know. For me, I think the answer for me is probably, honestly, either the Paldea starters or Zygarde for me. I want to see in the game. I'm super excited for those Pokemon to get dropped in the game. But again, comment below what you're most excited for. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, drop a like in the video, subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.